Days of Our Lives spoilers for Monday, August 20th, tease that Adrian will rush over to the police station. Steve just took a trip to Chicago, so Adrian needs to see the souvenir he brought back for her. Bonnie looked miserable sitting in the interrogation room, but Adrian will hope to add to her suffering. She'll really let her doppelganger have it. Dool fans can expect Adrian to rant about everything she went through. She was stuck behind bars while Bonnie took over her life. Adrian still has nightmares about being locked up at Statesville, so she'll enjoy having this chance to vent. Bonnie caused plenty of chaos, but Adrian will insist that her lookalikes done making messes. She'll be eager to see Bonnie in an orange jumpsuit. Of course, Bonnie will do whatever she can to wiggle out of this. She'll be willing to seduce Steve or any cop in sight, but she won't have any takers. Days spoilers say Steve will hope to put Bonnie away for good this time, so she'll definitely fear the worst. Meanwhile, Sonny will push Will to take him back. He knows there's a strong connection between them, so he'll hope Will can admit it, too. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Will's going to let Sonny down gently. He'll be sorry to bring Sonny pain, but his heart belongs to Paul now. However, big changes are brewing for Will by the end of the week. Once all his memories return, some tough decisions will have to be made. At the loft, Hope and Sierra will have a heated showdown. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Hope will forbid Ben from staying with her daughter, but Sierra won't stand for that. Sierra will attack Hope for trying to run Ben out of town in the first place. Furthermore, she'll argue that she's an adult and can invite anyone she wants to stay there. They put it to a vote, so Ben will be sticking around. Over with Marlena and John, they'll get a strange wedding gift. After a package shows up in the mail, the blissful couple will be perplexed. It turns out this gift's from Susan, who'll be arriving in Salem soon enough. Monday should also bring the conclusion of Kate and Ted's fascia off, so don't miss all the drama. We'll give you updates as other days' news comes in. Sonny poured a drink in the Kiriakis' living room as he thought about the night he had killed Leo. Sonny shook off the memory as Adrian entered the room. Concerned, Adrian asked Sonny if he was thinking about Leo. Sonny asked Adrian why she would say that. Adrian noted that Leo had ruined Sonny's life and could return at any time. Adrian compared Sonny's situation to her situation with Bonnie. Sonny assured his mother that Steve would find Bonnie. Adrian started to talk about Steve's celebration dinner, but Sonny was clearly distracted. Adrian asked Sonny why he was preoccupied with his phone. Sonny explained that he was waiting for news from Will, whom he had been spending time with recently for Ariana's sake. Adrian grinned at Sonny. Suspicious, Sonny asked Adrian what she was thinking. Adrian said she was hopeful that Will and Sonny would get back together. Every time we're together, I am fighting these old feelings. And then I'm trying not to let him see that I actually still love him, Sonny said. Sonny said the serum had been working, but it had not changed Will's heart back to him. Sonny lamented that the hospital would not let Will have any more serum. With a shrug, Sonny said he had no chance with Will if Will did not regain his memory. Sonny admitted that he had shared moments with Will recently, but Will had made it clear that he loved Paul. Adrian said she did not want to undermine Will's relationship with Paul, but she did not want Sonny to give up hope. Sonny disagreed. Sonny said he did not want to make Will's life more complicated than he already had made it. What do you mean by that? Adrian asked. Sonny stammered that he did not want to burden Will with his feelings. Sonny added that Will and Paul deserved a chance to make their relationship work. Adrian asked Sonny what he deserved from life. Sonny said he wanted to explore hobbies and live life. Adrian warned Sonny that he needed to tell Will how he felt in case Will felt the same way. In Kayla's office, she was surprised to find Steve looking at her phone. Kayla commented on her right to privacy. With a nod, Steve asked Kayla why she had a photo of Ted on her phone. Steve also asked Kayla why she had been spying on Kate. Kayla noted that she had deleted those photos. With a scowl, Steve explained that he had found the deleted photos on the phone because he had been suspicious that Kayla had been hiding something from him. Kayla asked Steve to drop his suspicions. Steve begged Kayla to tell him her secret. Kayla stressed that she had nothing to hide, but Steve said he could tell when Kayla lied. Steve's phone rang with a call about a case. Steve told Kayla that he wanted to finish the conversation later. "I love you, sweetness. I just want you to be okay," Steve said. After a brief kiss, Steve left. Kayla sat down at her desk to go through her phone and delete incriminating photos. Marlena walked in, and Kayla explained what she was doing. With a nod, Marlena noted that it appeared Kayla had not told Steve about Stefan yet. Kayla explained that Stefan had told her that he had remote access to Steve's eye and could shut it down whenever he wanted. Steve could be blind. Forever. "I can't let that happen," Kayla said. Kayla said she would need to follow Stefan's orders until she could devise a way out of the situation. Marlena suggested that Steve would discover the truth. Kayla admitted that Steve was suspicious already. "He knows I'm lying. How am I going to keep him from learning the truth?" Kayla asked. With a shake of her head, Kayla said she wanted to change the subject to Marlena's wedding. Marlena said she was thankful for the distraction from her wedding because she was anxious for it to be perfect. Kayla joked that Marlena did not need any more perfection because she was already marrying John. Marlena smiled. Marlena softened and asked how she could help Kayla. "You can't help me. Nobody can help me. If I tell Steve that Stefan blackmailed me, he will go after Stefan. And Stefan will destroy the eye. And Steve will be blind forever," Kayla said. Marlena reminded Kayla that Steve loved and trusted Kayla. Marlena assured Kayla that Steve would understand. With a shake of her head, Kayla said that Marlena underestimated Steve's hatred for Stefan. Kayla worried aloud that the secret would ruin her marriage. Outside the Brady pub, Adrienne was walking down the sidewalk when her phone rang. Steve called Adrienne from the Salem police station to tell her that he had returned from Chicago. "I can't wait for you to see the souvenir I picked up for you," Steve said as he looked at a very annoyed Bonnie. At the police station, Ted called Kate on her cell phone. Ted told Kate that he would meet up with her in her room to pick up the money. Ted threatened to tell the police about Will and Sonny's part in Leo's death. As Ted ended the call, Hope walked into the interrogation room. Ted asked Hope to drop her case against Ben. Hope explained that she had dropped the case already. Ted was angry that Hope had spoken to Ben without counsel, but Hope assured Ted that the conversation had been friendly. "I offered to close the arson investigation if Ben agreed to leave town," Hope said. Ted countered that he had spoken to Ben that morning. Ted said Ben had informed him that he was looking for a shelter in Salem. Hope's smile fell away. Hope stressed that she and Ben had made an agreement. "That was not an agreement. That was intimidation. And now I have all the rights to sue you and your department for harassment if you try to reopen that arson case," Ted said. Ted wished Hope a good day then left. Worried, Hope called around to shelters in town, but no one fitting Ben's description had checked in. "This is exactly what I feared," Hope said as she ran out of her office. Will visited Kate in her hotel room and asked her about Ted. Kate explained that she had given Ted an ultimatum, but Ted had chosen money over their relationship. With a sigh, Kate said she did not think that she had any choice but to pay off Ted. Will asked Kate if she had the money. Kate said she expected money from Andre's inheritance. Will thanked Kate profusely and promised to pay her back. "I want you to know that I was telling the truth about Leo. I promise you it was an accident," Will said. Kate said she believed Will had told the truth, but she would not blame Will if he had killed Leo on